Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you, man. Birds raw and uncut. Ain't no rewinding me back. You already know how we get down with it. Week 2. Super Bowl rematch. My thoughts on the game and some of the other storylines that transpired. Nasty game, man. Defensive game. Mistakes. Missed opportunities. Just strange game. Happy to get a win, of course. But at the same time, I'm a believer in it's a long season, you know what I'm saying? This is week 2. And after 2 weeks complete, you're going to have some teams that are right now 2-0 that everybody thinks are world beaters that are going to end up trash. You got some teams now that are probably 1-1, 0-2 that people are writing off that are probably going to be there in the end. You see what I'm saying? It happens every season like clockwork, so I don't get too high or low regardless of the outcomes when it's this early in the season. You take away from these games what you will, factor that stuff in, but you can't crown or kill anyone or write anybody off at this point in the season. I mean, that's just me. Remember last year after 2 games, everybody had New Orleans in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I think they went on to lose 10 straight. They started off 2-0. They scored like almost 100 points the first 2 weeks. Everybody like, oh my God. They went and lost like 10 straight. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we can only put so much into week 2. This was a Super Bowl rematch. This was a team in danger of losing 3 straight to us. I do think it does say something psychologically, at least a little bit, when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs' mystique. I just don't think it ever affected us like that as a team. And this is just more proof of that, in my opinion. We played them tough regardless, you know what I'm saying, of what's going on, what kind of season they having, whatever it is, we played them tough. And it's our second time in a row playing them in Kansas City. You see what I'm saying? So, the Super Bowl was a neutral site. So we played them both times at their house and at a neutral site. That's for the last 3 games. We beat them all 3 games. You know what I'm saying? So, just happy to get the win. But, one of the negatives from that game is all this fuss. All this fuss I'm hearing with the tush push. Listen, man, they've been trying to get this play banned and against this play for the longest time. And I told y'all, I'm cool one way or the other, man. You know what I'm saying? If you leave it in, it's a weapon we use. If you take it out, you just admit the greatness of this team and that you have to now. And I said this prior to the Super Bowl. Now that this team has won a Super Bowl, it just, it just factors into this core, this regime of Eagles. That will be another notch on their belt when we talk about how good a team they was 20 years from now. They'll be like, yo, that team was no joke. Like, y'all, they literally had to play. Y'all had to ban on top of winning the Super Bowl and getting there and being in the mix every year. So I'm cool either way. It remains that. But all this, oh man, they false starting every time. Now they saying over the last 4 years us doing the play now was a legal play every time now. This is what I was saying with the Dickey, man, where y'all get carried away. Like, okay, have you seen some people false starting on it in Sunday's game? Cool. You can't say, over 4 years worth of games that they false started every time. And then omit the fact and don't say anything about the fact of the people that line up in the neutral zone every time. When the defense cheats that way to try to stop it. We don't say nothing about that. That's what I mean. That's where the dick eating comes in, and that's where the border gets muddy. And I just like, look, man, it is what it is. I'm fine with it or without it. So, you know what I mean? But since they want to talk about it nationally, and it's like, listen, call it how it is. Don't give it how it wasn't. Are people false starting? Yeah. Are defenders cheating and lining up in the neutral zone? Yeah. So talk what's really going on. Don't just be biased to try to say that now it's a cheating play. Come on, man. Then you had the little shit talk, you know what I'm saying? That, towards the end of the game, with they D-tackle, decided to say something about Jalen had 100 yards, whatever. It's like, I mean, I don't know what was said, you know what I'm saying, prior to the hot mic picking that up. I don't know if somebody talked some trash to him, to make him say that, and then Jalen had to respond to him. I don't know. It was funny, because it's like you weren't about 100 yards and y'all lost. They're literally getting into victory formation. Like, that's what we're doing. Like, we're lining up to take a knee because this game is over. And you're telling me I only had 100 yards. So then it's like, well, damn, I only had 100 yards. I lost this game? So it's like, I don't think it was he probably was just salty in the moment and he figured he would say something, but you really think about it, it's like, that's not really the thing you want to say. Like, the team is getting into victory formation. You talking about somebody only had 100 yards, it's like, well, if they only had 100 yards, how y'all lost? They only had 100 yards. How y'all lost? I don't know. Guess, I don't know. Guess he thought that was saying something. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it's week 2, man. You take away from these games what you will. People gonna say, oh, man, listen, man, we're doing what we try to do to win. All right? We're gonna worry about stuff that's on the back burner at that time. Like, we're trying to win games. You see what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. And it's amazing in the city, man, like, these different media people, radio people that jump on the radio and they want to criticize, and I understand it's their jobs, they work in media and that's what they do, but it's like, yo, we used to pray, you know what I'm saying, and hope for times like this where you have a regime of a team that's winning at a high clip, brought a championship to the city, got a culture, got a strong locker room, strong coaching staff, leaders on the team, and the ultimate leader on the team that doesn't care about anything else besides winning. We used to pray for this era of Eagles football that we are now in the middle of, and people are bitching about it. I don't forget where I come from, you know what I'm saying? So I enjoy it every week. Every week I know my team is in the mix. This coaching quarterback duo, they got a 70% win rate. It's unheard of in National Football League, man. It's unheard of. Since they joined at the hip, since they got together, that they win at a 70% rate. Come on, man. Y'all worrying about yards and stats and stuff. It's like, y'all can have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have it. I'm worrying about, can we win these games, man? As a fan, celebrating these wins. Like, y'all can have it. Y'all want somebody to throw 500 yards and lose and never be in the mix and never won shit in their life? Y'all can have it. Like, sir, I would go with that team. That's what you want. I would transfer over to that team. But this team, worrying about winning the games, man. That's what it is, first and foremost. Need to pass the ball, pass the ball. You want to hand this shit off, we're going to hand this shit off. Like, need to stop here on this, what we do. Listen, anything we got to do to try to win first. Y'all worrying about yards and stuff. Like, literally. This man told the man, you ain't had 100 yards. It's like, I'm taking victory formation. Like, I'm getting about to take the snap and go down on one knee. He told me about yards. I don't know, man. But like I said, we used to hope and pray for this regime, and that's what we got. So I'm just enjoying mine. Maybe some of y'all enjoy it like 10 years from now. Like, y'all look back like, damn, that was. But I'm in the middle of it right now, enjoying it right now. You know what I'm saying? Going everywhere around the city, going out of town, going wherever you go, man. Everybody saying go Birds, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I mean? Enjoying my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You got these other people online, man. The other channels they talking that junk, man, and all this, that, and the third. It's like, yo, man. At the end of the day, they know how we get down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, listen. This is the regime, man. This is the regime. So, week 2 was a hard-fought game, man. Hard-fought game. You ain't really talking no trash, you know what I'm saying? Hard-fought game, and, came out with the win, man. Now we got another revenge game on our plate. Now we got the Rams coming in. They want to get back from last year's divisional round. You know what I'm saying? Last year's second round, and that's gonna be a rough one because they look good. I've been scouting them. I've been watching some of their games this year. Their first 2 games, they look good. They look good. They got a nice receiving core. Running back is nice. The defense, they got a pass rush. They got a nice team, man. And Sean McVay, I'm not the biggest Sean McVay fan, but I do respect his ability to call plays and lead a team. He's a young guy, man. He's made a way in this league already. Super Bowl winning coach. Been to 1-1-1 just like Sirianni. You know what I'm saying? Can't take that from him. So, they're well equipped to come in here, man, and show out. So next week is definitely going to be a tough game. That Monday Night Football with the 2 games last night, that wasn't hitting. They need to get rid of that. Yeah, that wasn't hitting. They normally do it, I think, the first week of the season, but it don't feel like Monday Night Football. Like, it's just like it wasn't hitting. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel right. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I wasn't feeling right, man. Like I said, man, around the league, it's early, man. Whether your team 0-2, 1-1, 2-0, it's too early to say. You know what I'm saying? We could pull up the analytics and the stats and all that and say, oh, if you're 0-2, you only got a 12% chance to make the trip. Bruh, I don't really pay that no mind, man. Certain teams that we think are bad are going to be good, and certain teams we think are good are going to be bad still this early. You know what I'm saying? So, that's really all I got, man. On week 2, we thankful to be marching up out of here with a win. Going to get ready for the Rams. We're going to hear all this chatter all week long about, the passing game. Same shit they did last year all the way up through the goddamn Super Bowl, man. So, some of it you got to tune out. And don't even tune into the radios, nothing like that when you go to work in the morning and all that, man. Like, because it's too negative sometimes, man. I think this team now has won how many games in a row now? Like, going back to last year. Okay, we stumbled to one because of Washington, but nobody really counts that one because Jalen got knocked out in the second series of the game. So, take all the games Jalen started and finished. Dog, this team is on how many games in a row is it? Bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many games in a row have we won? Like, it's something crazy. I'd be like 14, 15, 16 games, something like that. Like I said, they win at a high clip, man. This regime wins at a high clip. The National Football League, that's not easy to do, family. Let me get a swig, family. But so you gotta give them props. You know what I mean? So what we gonna do? Like I said, they're gonna get ready for the Rams. We're gonna hear the chatter all week. Oh, and it's just like, all right, man. Like I'm just worried about to get on this field, man, trying to win the game, man. That's what I'm worried about, yo. That's all I'm worried about. When they stop winning at a high clip they winning at, then you can start being concerned. You know what I'm saying? But they winning at the clip they winning at, I'm just rolling and rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these players just want to win, and I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get on it. And we back at y'all next week after the Rams game. Hopefully pull out a dub. All right, go Birds. Peace.